so far. I hope that things are moving and shaking on your behalf. Today is the official, well, the 5th of August is the official start date of Mercury retrograde. But we're going to be doing messages to kind of kick it off so that we can prepare, we can know what we need to do, what energies we can look forward to, so on and so forth. Okay, like I said, I will be doing all 12 signs, so please just be patient. If you do see people come in the comments and ask me what sign am I on or what signs I've already done, feel free to answer them. Okay, we are all family in this chat, so it helps me when y'all can kind of help each other so that I don't have to stop in the middle. Okay, again, I'm gonna be pulling 3 cards for each sign, and we just want to see, you know, what we need to be doing to prepare for this Mercury retrograde, what we can look forward to pertaining to this retrograde. And yeah, this video again will be uploaded to my YouTube later on tonight for those who want to watch it from the beginning, just in case, because I know some of y'all at work and things of that nature. So I will be running it back later on tonight for the people who missed something or whatever the case is. Okay, of course, if you want to book any personal readings, you can do so on my website, which is in my bio. And yeah, we about to go ahead and tap in and see what's going on. What is tea? What is the energy here? All right, starting with my Leos. Happy solar return to my Leos. I hope that your solar return season is going great so far. If you've already celebrated, happy belated solar return. If you plan on celebrating and your solar return is coming up, happy solar return in advance. Okay, all right, so we're going to get a chakra card for each. We're going to get a divine feminine card, and then we're going to get a confirmation card for each sign. Okay, all right, starting with my Leos. What is the chakra energy for Mercury season, Mercury retrograde? Ooh, I know that's right. I know that's right, Leos. I know that's right. Y'all see that? And it's an 8. Double confirmation, okay? Lots of abundance. Then this is dealing with the root chakra, okay? So it's going to be important for my Leos during this season, during this Mercury retrograde. Again, it'll be from the 5th to the 28th. So that's about 2 to 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks of this energy, right? This is going to be a great time for you guys to really tap in with your finances or just with abundance, period. Okay, now because this Mercury retrograde is in Virgo, this is a great time to get organized, okay, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your abundance, when it comes to your root chakra. Okay, so making sure that you are balancing your home life, making sure that you're balancing and organizing your work life, your career, things of that nature. Okay, I also feel like I'm hearing candle magic. Okay, so if you've been thinking about doing like a candle or something of that nature, then that's confirmation of that. I also feel like wearing gold will help to increase this energy for y'all. Whether it's like gold jewelry or just the color gold, gold nails, clothes, things of that nature. Okay, makeup, whatever, will also be significant. I also feel like Spirit wants you guys to make sure that you're moving in wisdom. Okay, so listen to your intuition is going to be very important during this Mercury retrograde for my Leos. Intuition first. Okay, I heard intuition first, questions later. So do what your intuition says first. Okay, and then you can come back afterwards and ask your questions and, you know, all of the extra stuff. But it's going to be important that you just kind of go with your gut during this time, because you're going to be very, very connected. Yeah, cosmic power came out as your divine feminine energy card. So yeah, you're definitely going to be very connected with your intuition and with your inner power. Okay, we know that Leos, you guys are ruled by the sun, and the sun is in Leo right now. Okay, so you're going to be feeling yourself. You're going to be feeling good. Energy should be high for y'all right now. You should be feeling more like yourself as we get more, or as we get deeper into Leo season. If the last couple of months have been a little shaky, a little weird, that should be coming to a close very soon. Okay. Spirit is saying walk in your essence or walk in your power. So make sure that you are being unapologetic this season, Leos. Don't allow fears from the past or past experiences to kind of cloud your judgment, or to make you feel a certain type of way, like a negative way. Okay, this is new energy, so use it, you know, as such. Okay. I'm seeing something here with palm trees could be significant. So you may be planning on going on vacation somewhere, maybe a beach, or like palm trees are significant in some type of way, shape, or form. Okay. This could also just be signifying luxury. It is your solar return season, so you could be getting some gifts, or you could be traveling or doing something for yourself. Don't be afraid to spend a little coin on yourself, okay? A lot of y'all, I feel like, have been penny pinching lately because of how you feel about your finances. Don't be afraid to spend a little money on yourself, okay? When we spend, that's basically us being comfortable in our finances. Therefore, Spirit will give us more, okay? But when you penny pinch and you act like you don't have it, then you won't have it. It just is what it is. Right? Thank you for the gift, Pookie. But yeah, don't go through this season like you don't have, or don't be afraid to do things, to spend, to, you know, enjoy yourself. Okay, don't limit yourself during this season, period. Lots of space for you to get organized. So whatever parts of your life may not be organized, especially when it comes to communication, okay? I feel like you guys are going to be able to communicate a lot more clearly, okay? I got shadow work as y'all confirmation card, all right? So some of you guys could definitely, look at organized at the bottom of the deck, like I said. Some of y'all could definitely be doing some shadow work during the season as well. Kind of going over some of the things that may have, again, been making you feel like in low vibration, things that, you know, wasn't really working, especially when it comes to things from the past. I feel like y'all past is going to be challenging you a lot right now, because it's time for you to take on some new energy, okay? All of the old stuff that you was doing, the old ways that you was thinking. Damn, this card flipped over too. I didn't even see that. Prosperity. Hello. Talk about it. Some of the old stuff that you've been feeling, some of the old ways that you was thinking, some of the old energies that, you know, maybe you were operating out of. This is the opportunity for you to kind of get some direction and get some clarity when it comes to that, okay? So just keep your energy open to possibilities is what I'm hearing. There could be a lot of things coming into your space, or a lot of opportunities coming to you that maybe you didn't even consider, okay? Things that you wasn't even thinking about, or things that you didn't know was possible, okay? So just kind of be open and go with the flow, all right? All right, my Virgos, let's get a chakra card for you guys for Mercury retrograde. Mercury is retrograding in Virgo, all right? So y'all have spiritual awakening. I love that for y'all, okay? This is getting a deeper insight. Some of you guys could be tapping in with your gifts during this time. Heightened awareness when it comes to your gifts. Knowing more of what is for you and what's not for you. I also feel like you guys are going to be highly intuitive, especially when it comes to like family or home life. This is a great opportunity for you guys to kind of get some clarity with the relationships in your life, Virgos. You're going to be able to communicate more effectively during this time. I'm hearing don't be afraid to say what you need to say, but make sure that you're saying it in a way that it can be properly received, okay? Don't just be out here, you know, because you know, Virgo, sometimes y'all can be a little desensitized. Your intentions may be good, but it may not come out all that good. So just make sure that you're moving, especially with your intuition when it comes to communication with the relationships in your life, okay? Y'all have betrayal. So this is definitely, like I said, there's definitely going to be some conversations that may be a little difficult that y'all may have to have, or there may be some things that are revealed to you and you're going to have to speak up about it, okay? I'm getting heavy like family or relationship energy, but this could also be in your work environment as well. So if certain things have been going on in your work environment and you've just been kind of trying to keep the peace, I mean, you can still keep the peace, but you gotta be real with how you feel, okay? You gotta be able to speak up for yourself when it comes to certain things. Sometimes y'all could be too nonchalant, and because of that, people think that it's okay to continue to do whatever they're doing, or to continue to treat you however they're treating you, or whatever the case is, right? Especially when you're in a situation or when it has to do with somebody that you care for or that you love, or whatever the case is. Y'all are slower to speak up, okay? So don't just allow things to just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. Don't do that, okay? This is your opportunity to deal with those things. And because Mercury is in retrograde in your sign, you know, communication and the way that you communicate how you feel, or the way that you communicate your outlook on whatever the situation is going to be a lot different, okay? Yeah, you got storms, unexpected things, maybe being frustrated in certain areas, okay? So whatever areas you've been frustrated in, with whatever areas you've been having challenges in, this is the energy that is going to kind of come in and help you regulate that shit. It's going to give you what you need to speak up. It's going to give you what you need to see things clearly. It's going to give you what you need to have the proper insight and handle it in a better way than maybe you would have prior to this energy, okay? And again, we're going to be in Mercury retrograde from the 5th to the 28th. So you got time, but that don't mean take your time. Okay? So don't keep putting it off and keep putting it off and keep putting it off. Deal with it. Get it done. Okay? Get it done. Say what you got to say. You know, before you say it and before you talk to this person, just ask your spirit team for guidance. You know, ask them to basically speak for you, so that when you open your mouth, you know, it will just flow. Whatever you feel will just flow, and it will be received in the right way. It's all about it being received properly, right? There's no point in really saying something if the person is not going to receive it in the way that it's intended to be received. So your intentions could be one way, right? But then you may communicate it in a specific way, and then that person won't even understand it from your perspective because of the way that it was communicated. No matter what your intentions are, all right? So definitely make sure that you're asking for guidance when it comes to the words to say, so that it can be received properly from that person. Now, let me say this. It being received properly doesn't necessarily mean that that person is going to like what you say. Like, regardless, they may not like it. It just is what it is, right? It doesn't negate the fact that it is what it is, all right? but you just want to make sure it's coming out the right way, period. All right, Libras, let's see what y'all chakra energy is. And I'm gonna kind of be breezing through these because it's 12 signs. All right, and I'm not gonna drain myself giving 5,000 messages. All right, Libras, you guys have clarity. All right, so this is dealing with the third eye chakra. So you guys are going to be seeing something from a different perspective. Spirit may be showing you something, I feel like, Libras, that you wasn't trying to see. One thing about y'all, you know, Libras, you guys are highly intuitive, right? Specifically because of the fact that, you know, you represent balance and you are air energy, right? So you're very intuitive, but y'all don't be listening to y'all intuition because of the fact that sometimes y'all could just be a little bit too loyal, right? Y'all loyalty kind of gets in the way of y'all moving according to your intuition a lot. So your intuition may say one thing, but because you really care for a person, love a person, want to be there for a person, whatever the case is, you'll ignore it or you'll put it off until you're comfortable, right? But I feel like there's certain things that Spirit wants y'all to see, so that you can protect yourself. I feel like a lot of this is about you, resistance. Look at that. Yeah. Resisting the truth. All right. I feel like a lot of it is, you know, y'all be trying to protect the people that y'all love, or trying to be there for the people that y'all love, or whatever the case is. And because of that, y'all don't really listen to y'all intuition. But when you don't, you always get the short end of the stick. It's like you're doing all of this for a good reason, right? Because you love the person and you want to spare their feelings or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, you're not benefiting from this. If anything, you take a loss. Every time you ignore your intuition when it comes to a person or a situation or whatever, you are the one who loses in the end every time. Okay, and Spirit wants y'all to stop doing that. So Mercury retrograde for you guys is going to be revealing some things to you and giving you clarity about certain situations and relationships. And your job is to listen. Regardless of how it feels, regardless of, you know, how much you love or care for this person, you gotta listen. You just gotta listen and go with whatever flow your intuition is taking you into. Okay? This is not a time to spare anybody, you know, because of whatever. Like, no. If your intuition said leave that motherfucker alone, leave him alone. If your intuition said question them about this thing and that thing, then do it. You got to get used to moving according to your intuition, or you're always going to be in this place where, again, you're not receiving something, or again, you're getting the short end of the stick. All right? Capricorn energy is coming out as your confirmation, and this is talking about discipline. So my Libras, y'all gonna have to get disciplined when it comes to your own space, when it comes to your environment. Y'all be letting way too many people have access to y'all. Y'all be, you know, making way too many excuses for people. And you're just gonna have to get more disciplined when it comes to listening to your intuition and taking what it's saying for face value, not questioning it 5,000 times after it said what it said. If it said that person is fake, that person is fake. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? If it said that motherfucker's a cheater, that motherfucker's a cheater. It don't matter how you feel about it. It is what it is. Okay? And y'all are going to have to get to this place where you just accept things for being what it is. Of course, it's not going to feel good all the time. Okay? And you'll be okay. You're going to be just fine. All right? It's not supposed to feel good all the time. It's supposed to help you. And everything that's meant to help you doesn't feel good. And you just got to get used to that. All right? Y'all are ruled by Venus, so y'all love, you know, beauty and seeing the beauty in everything. But sometimes everything ain't beautiful. Okay? It is what it is. All right, Scorpios. Let's see what y'all chakra message is. I'm going to try to keep this video under an hour. Scorpios, you guys have family as your chakra card for Mercury retrograde. This is also dealing with the root chakra, okay? Scorpios, I really feel like kind of the same energy as Libra a little bit. You guys are very family oriented, and it doesn't have to always be biological family. When we talk about family, you know, it can be just the people that you deem family, right? You guys are very family oriented, but there's a lot of subconscious things that you guys feel and that you guys see, and you don't speak on it. So one thing about Scorpios are the type that will sit in the background and just peep everything, but y'all don't always make decisions based on what you've peeped, if that makes sense. Like, you'll see something, you'll see it for what it is, but then you'll just keep carrying on like you ain't see what you saw, okay? And that could be detrimental to y'all. So I feel like Spirit is going to be giving you guys the confidence to communicate the things that you see. You guys can offer a lot of sound advice, or you guys can just offer a lot of insight to people, but you don't allow yourself to, because a lot of y'all be scared to hurt people's feelings, or you be scared to lose relationships or connections, okay? Very similar to Libra's energy. But you're not being shown messages to not say nothing. You're not being shown certain things to not do nothing about it. You're being shown so that you can say something and do something about it. Okay, so if you're in a predicament or situation where Spirit has revealed something to you, speak up. Okay, say something. Tell that person, hey, you know, you got a little attitude problem, or hey, you know, this is this and this is that, or even in the way I'm hearing that people make you feel. Okay, because pleasure came out. I feel like a lot of y'all are not getting back in return what you're putting out, Scorpios. So this energy may make you guys go kind of into hermit mode, where you're keeping more for yourself, if that makes sense. Y'all give out a lot. Y'all show up a lot. Y'all are available too much. And I feel like this Mercury retrograde is going to kind of put some of y'all into hermit mode, where you do more for yourself, or you show up more for yourself instead. And of course that's going to make certain people feel some type of way, but oh fucking well. Oh well, they just going to have to feel however they feel. It is what it is. Y'all can't keep living in a space where you're uncomfortable and not speaking up about it. Yeah. All right, let's get a confirmation card for my Scorpios for Mercury retrograde. I also feel like music is going to be very beneficial to you guys, and helping you express yourself. I feel like some of you may even have the messages or receive the downloads, but maybe you don't know how to communicate it. So music may kind of help you guys in this, during this retrograde, to get clearer on what you're trying to say. Help you say it in a way that, you know, people will understand it, or just help you express yourself more. Okay, sometimes y'all struggle with expressing yourself, right? It's like you know how you feel, but maybe you don't have the words for it all the time. Okay, and Spirit is just saying this is confirmation. Yes, this is your sign. All right, 1111 could also be may also resonate for you. So you guys may be seeing 1111 or 111 or whatever during this retrograde as well. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. Let's get a chakra card for y'all. Again, Mercury retrograde starts on August 5th. And we will be in retrograde until the 28th. Ooh, Sagittarius. Practicing patience. Practicing patience, Sagittarius, because it just took a little while for that card to come out. So you guys have inspiration, all right? I feel like for my Sagittarius, this is a time for you guys to really go inward. a lot of the ideas, a lot of the things that are for you, a lot of the, you know, ways that Spirit is trying to take you, or things that Spirit is trying to show you, will be revealed to you as you are taking some time for yourself. Y'all are way too active right now, and until you kind of sit down and take a little minute to breathe and, you know, evaluate your life, and, you know, as far as where it is right now, more will be revealed to you at that point. The reason why certain things are not coming to you is because your energy is all over the place. All right? You're over here, then you're over there, then you're thinking about this, then you're over here doing that, and then you're over here doing that. You got this idea, and you're over here trying to make that happen. It's like there's way too much going on, and you guys need to get some structure. So I feel like this Mercury retrograde is going to bring you to a place where you're forced to structure your life. Maybe, you know, implementing some new routines, figuring out a plan of action for something, doing the groundwork, you know what I'm saying, or building the foundation for whatever it is that you want to do. You know, that type of energy. Your divine feminine card is Harvest, okay? So yeah, I definitely feel like this is definitely a time for you to receive, but not in the way that you think. Okay, I feel like a lot of y'all are thinking, you know, about money and, you know, accolades and likes and shares and comments and support and stuff like that. But I feel like your harvest is going to be more so insight. You know what I'm saying? Insight into what you're supposed to be doing, how you're supposed to be flowing, the people you should be around, the things that are for you, the job that is for you, the career that is for you, things of that nature. I feel like you're going to be in this place where you are harvesting, you know, yeah, insight. That's what Spirit keeps saying, insight. Okay? I even feel like this is a time for you guys to, you know, get peace as well. All right? If you haven't had peace lately, it's probably because you're all over the place. So the more that you kind of settle your energy and take some time for yourself and kind of lock in with your own energy, I feel like you guys will feel more peaceful towards the end of this Mercury retrograde. Okay? I just said that. Patience. Slow down. Y'all see what I say? Slow down. Take you a minute, okay? This is the time for you to slow your energy down, calm yourself, look at things from a different perspective, gain some insight, take a closer look. And then once this Mercury retrograde is over, then you'll have everything that you need to go for whatever you want to go for, or whatever is for you to have. Period. We love instant confirmation. All right, Capricorns. Let's get a chakra card for my Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for you guys from Mercury retrograde. One card for my Capricorns. Okay, Capricorns, y'all have inner strength, okay? Inner strength. Capricorns, I feel like you guys have been very hard on yourselves lately. I feel like the expectations that you set for yourself are super, super high. And it just doesn't make sense, right? It's nothing wrong with wanting the best for yourself or for your life or whatever the case is. But when you move and you push yourself too far too fast, of course you're going to be disappointed. Okay? So I feel like you guys are, during this Mercury retrograde, you're going to be understanding yourself from a different perspective. You're going to be seeing things from a different perspective. And you're going to be noticing a lot more about yourself when it comes to your abilities to do things, your abilities to create, your abilities to thrive, to make money, to take care of yourself or your family, or even really your abilities within yourself, like your gifts, may even be revealed to you. I feel like y'all question yourselves way too much, or you question your success, okay? Or you question your ability to achieve success or to have success, whatever it may be, all right? I also feel like you guys are going to, you know, understand your strength when it comes to walking away from things that no longer serve you. I feel like sometimes you guys are in this space where you don't feel like you're strong enough to walk away, or you're strong enough to make a decision to move out of an environment or something like that, or even having the confidence to be different, right? It's like if you've done all of this work to be in a different energy and to be a better person, why not show the world this new evolved person? Like, I feel like a lot of people in your space may have these expectations of you because of your old self, and because of that you feel pressure when it comes to being your new self. It's like, well, everybody is used to me being this way, so if I start really showing them who I am, they may not fuck with me, or they may not, you know, resonate with me anymore, or we may not have nothing in common, or whatever the case is. And Spirit's like, okay, so what? It's not about, you know, what makes everybody else comfortable. It's about you living in your truth. And if you being in your truth is you being this new person, then that's just what it is. Be that new person and be unapologetic in being that new person. Like, what? A lot of this energy usually comes from people who are too afraid to do the work. So if you're doing your work, then you should be proud of that. Period. What'd I just say? Radical rebirth. You a whole new person. A lot of y'all need to just step into being this new energy. You didn't do all of this work and make all of these changes for you to just be the same old person. Like, no. All of this happened for a reason. You did all of this stuff to better yourself. Okay? So people just gonna have to deal with it. And if they really fuck with you, if they really on your side, if they really, you know, love you for who you are, then they're gonna accept this new version of you. Right? Like I say all the time, people who benefit from your pain will never be happy that you healed yourself. So if you're emerging as this new being and people are upset, or they're not receiving you, or whatever the case is, that means that they were only around to take from you. And you need to understand that and use this as a time to point those people out, eliminate them from your space, so that you can move on in a better energy. Period. Don't nobody got time for that. Let's get a confirmation card. Ooh, what'd I just say? Y'all got some fake ass motherfuckers around y'all. Period. Y'all got some people who really don't want you to win. They really don't want the best for you. Okay? I'm even hearing that maybe you was the villain in some of these people's stories, but you've changed. And they still want to see you as this villain. And you're not the villain no more. It's like, look, I understand that whatever I did to you was wrong, or however I treated you may not have been good, or maybe I allowed my traumas to get in the way of how I acted, or how I treated you, or how our relationship was, or whatever. But I did my work. Okay? I done did all this work to fix myself, to heal myself. You know, I'm on this path of becoming a better person. I'm not going to allow you to continue to try to make me feel like I'm that old person, because I'm not. It just is what it is. You know, sometimes we are the villain in other people's stories. Sometimes we did do something to affect other people negatively. But at the end of the day, if I did my work and I forgave myself and I've been over here trying to live a better life, then you can't keep on trying to make me the villain of your story. At some point, it's their responsibility to move the fuck on. Don't let people keep trying to bring up your past to you, or keep trying to hold things over your head. Like, if the shit is old, the shit is old. They're going to have to get over it. And if they can't get over it, then you need to get over them. Hello? Okay. Aquarius. Let's see. 1, card for my Aquarius. That came out fast. Ooh, I love this. Peace. Peace. Aquarius, this is your season. Your time for peace. Okay? I feel like you guys are coming out of this energy where you were worrying a lot, or in your head a lot, or questioning yourself a lot. And I feel like this Mercury retrograde is going to be bringing you some clarity when it comes to just having peace. Okay? Just realizing like, hey, it's just one day at a time. All I could do is take it a day at a time. All I could do was go with the flow. I can't, have everything perfect, right? I feel like y'all have been battling perfection, right? Like, I want to get this right. I don't want to do this until I feel like it's all the way right. I don't feel comfortable, speaking about what I know, because what if I'm wrong? Or like this constant battle of trying to be perfect, trying to have things perfect, trying to make sure everything goes perfectly. And Spirit is like, boo. There is perfection in imperfection. You know what I'm saying? There is perfection in imperfection, right? And I feel like y'all are going to really be learning this, because Spirit is bringing you, specifically because Mercury is retrograding in Virgo, Spirit is going to be bringing you, number one, a sense of satisfaction with self, number one, right? Because it's like, a lot of y'all are realizing like, damn, I came a long way. I may not be where I want to be, but I damn sure came a long ass way from where I used to be. Whether that was a month ago, 2 weeks ago, a couple days ago, a year ago, whatever the case is. I've made a lot of progress, right? And you guys are coming to terms with the fact that everything is a process, right? You're not going to have all of the answers when you want them, and that's okay. Finding peace and not having all of the answers. Finding peace and not having all of the things that you want at the time that you want it. Finding peace in things kind of being like a roller coaster. Understanding that this is just life. It doesn't necessarily mean that you did anything wrong. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you're not aligned, right? Because sometimes, alignment can be uncomfortable. It doesn't mean that you're not aligned. It just means that you're in a new environment. You're in new territory, okay? I also feel like, you guys are going to get a better sense of routine as well, because Virgo is all about organization. So your routine is going to be a lot better. I also feel like y'all going to be communicating a lot more. Because, Aquarius, y'all talk to who y'all want to talk to. Y'all kick it with who y'all want to kick it with. But I feel like you guys are going to be a lot more open with your energy and communicating a lot more than you usually do. Having more to say, right? Just having more to say. And people may even be surprised, like, damn, I didn't even know you knew all that. Or, damn, I didn't even know that you did that. Or, damn, I didn't even know, whatever, right? Y'all going to be shocking a lot of people with how open you are in this new season, which I really love for y'all, because y'all be having a lot to say and y'all just don't be saying it. One, because y'all be thinking, number one, that what you have to say is not important, or what you have to say is not good enough, right? Y'all can sometimes get in this space where y'all compare yourself to other people. You know what I'm saying? You may see other people doing things, or you may see other people saying things, or other people, maybe operating in this new place that you want to eventually operate in, and you kind of compare it, and you're like, ooh, I don't feel like I got all of that, or I don't feel like I'm good enough to do this, this, and that. But I feel like this is going to be showing you, like, wherever you are and whatever you have is good enough. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you have is good enough. It is enough for you to speak. And I promise you, y'all, it don't matter how many times I read energy, it don't matter. Spirits still be shocking the out of me. sometimes when I pull these fucking cards. And it comes right out. That shit just be blowing my mind every time. Speak up. Period. 33 could be significant. 333 could be significant. But yeah, your voice needs to be heard. You have a lot to say. And I also feel like because y'all are in this peaceful energy, you're going to feel more confident. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just going to be flowing. A lot of y'all not even going to realize that you said all that you said. Right? I just feel like y'all going to be a lot more talkative. Like, just talking so much that you don't even realize you're talking that much. Saying so much that you don't even realize that you're saying that much. And then you go on, you know, sit down and be like, damn, I was just talking for a whole 30 minutes, an hour. Or I just had a whole conversation with a stranger. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gonna be more open to speaking specifically to people outside of your norm. Because, again, Aquarius, y'all be real, like, I talk to the people I talk to. I fuck with the people I fuck with. And that's it. Okay? Very just, you know, my little bubble. Right? But I feel like y'all gonna be so outside of y'all bubble and, you know, having so much to say to people that you probably don't know like that, which is gonna help you build some new relationships and some new connections. I feel like y'all gonna be connecting to some new people, which is gonna bring you more abundance or bring you some opportunities that you probably didn't expect, right? Because people are going to love what you have to say. They're gonna want to connect with you. They're gonna want to hear more. They're going to want to maybe share what you have to say with other people. Okay? And kind of building upon that. Let's get a confirmation card for y'all. Y'all have patience as well. Okay? So remember that this is a process. All right? This is a process. So take your time. Go with the flow. Like I said, nothing has to be perfect. Okay? There is perfection in imperfection. So don't worry about it sounding good. Don't worry about it being politically correct. Don't worry about, you know what I'm saying, how people going to receive it. Just speak, because I feel like whatever y'all have to say is something that people need to hear. Whoever these people are. Okay? I really feel like there's going to be a lot of people that y'all don't know. Because Virgo is a mutable sign. And mutable signs, they talk to anybody. Okay, they'll have a conversation with any damn body about any goddamn thing, and the conversation just gonna keep going and keep going and keep going, because that's just how they are. So I feel like this energy is really gonna spark something new in y'all, when it comes to communication and when it comes to getting out of this sense of trying to perfect everything. And then I also feel like y'all are gonna start realizing, like, damn, you know, when things are not perfect, they actually go better. You know what I'm saying? When a lot of y'all try to wait until you feel like things are perfect, and then when you finally do it, it don't be working right. And then y'all be like, well, damn, maybe I moved too fast, or then you start beating yourself up. But when you just jump in and you just do it, and you don't wait for it to be quote unquote perfect, that's when it works out perfectly. Okay? Divine alignment. All right, Pisces. Let's get one card for my Pisces for Mercury retrograde. After I finish all of the signs, I'm going to do a collective little reading for everybody, and then we'll hop off of here. Pisces, you guys have Mother Earth energy, all right? So for my Pisces, I feel like you guys are going to be tapping into your feminine energy. A lot of y'all are natural lovers, natural givers, right? But I feel like you guys have been burned recently, and this kind of made you a little cold. So I feel like this Mercury retrograde is going to help you kind of figure out, like, how much you should be giving, and then when enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? I feel like certain things have turned y'all cold. Y'all want to mother everybody. Y'all want to love on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want, especially the people that you care about, or especially the relationships that you find valuable. But I feel like Spirit is kind of teaching y'all, like, the goodness that you have, everybody don't deserve it. They just don't deserve it. They don't deserve all of that, right? I feel like y'all have been given a little bit too much, and you have been overly nurturing certain people. Okay? At a certain point, if you see people still doing the same things after you've given them advice, after you try to love them through whatever, and you see that they're still in the same energy and they're still coming with the same problems and they still got the same ideologies and shit like that, at a certain point, Pisces, you have to let go. And I feel like Virgo is a perfect sign for you guys to be in, to learn to let go. Because Virgos, they don't give a damn about shit. They don't care. You hear me? They don't care. If they want to cut you off, they just want to disappear. They're just going to get up out of there. No conversation, no elaboration, no nothing. Just, you got me fucked up. I'm gone. And that's kind of the energy some of y'all need. I feel like Pisces, some of you guys could have had a recent falling out with somebody, or you recently disconnected from somebody, and you kind of feel like you want to have closure. You want to have like one more conversation, or you're pulling on that person's energy because you want them to reach out, or you feel like you want to reach out. Don't do it. Whatever's been taken from you, whatever you're being separated from, it's all for a reason right now. Go with the flow. Okay, don't self-sabotage. A lot of times y'all self-sabotage because y'all want to hold on to things that spirit is trying to show you is not for you, right? You're still trying to breathe life into situations that are already dead. Okay, when a motherfucker's already gone, it is what it is. At this point, you're just wasting your breath. You can be breathing life into something else or somebody else that is actually for you, rather than giving it to something or somebody and it don't go nowhere. Okay, so I feel like y'all kind of learning that lesson. Like, if this is not for me, it's just not for me. If these people are not supposed to be around me, they're just not supposed to be around me. It just is what it is. All right, let's get a divine feminine card for my Pisces. Now, Virgo is a earth sign, so grounding is going to be very important during this Mercury retrograde. Spending time outside. This particular piece is for all signs. Make sure that you're grounding. Make sure that you're spending time outside. You know, make sure that you are tapping in with your spirit team. You know, make sure that you're meditating and things like that, because energies are going to be all over the place. Once Mercury goes into retrograde, we will officially have, let me count it. We will officially have 7 planets retrograding at one time. So when I say be kind to yourself, I mean that. When I say take it easy, I mean that. When I say if you don't feel like going certain places, doing certain things, I mean that. Okay. Pisces, you guys have fearless love coming out. Like I said, you guys are so full of love, and you want to be there for everybody, and you want everybody to feel loved and appreciated, right? Because you want to feel loved and appreciated. So y'all give a lot, and you give a lot, and you want to nurture everybody and, you know, breathe life into everything. But this is not the time to do that, okay? Give all of that energy to yourself right now so that you can see who is for you, who is not for you, so you can see where in your life you've been wasting your breath. Because y'all have been wasting your breath. You've been wasting your love. You've been wasting your time. Amen? Amen. Okay. Let's get a confirmation card from my Pisces. I feel like during this retrograde, for all signs, get some gold stuff. Gold jewelry. Wear some gold. Put some gold on your nails for my ladies. You know, gold, you know, nose ring, earrings, necklaces, waist beads, anklets, skirts, dresses, shirts, clothes, shoes. I feel like gold is going to help you feel a lot more confident, a lot more powerful, a lot more grounded as well. I'm also hearing copper, gold and copper specifically, as far as, you know, energy. Okay, I feel like that's going to really help y'all feed your energy and protect yourself. Okay, if you got crystals, your crystals need to be on you 24/7, and make sure that you are putting intentions into your crystals. A lot of y'all just be buying crystals and then you just wear them, or you just have them around and you think that they're working. They're not working until you have to activate them. Okay? You have to activate those crystals. You got to tell them what you want them to do based on their properties. So every crystal has properties that you can activate within it. So you need to learn what your crystal's properties are, and you need to speak to them and activate them. So let's say, for example, I have a rose quartz, right? Rose quartz, some of the properties for rose quartz is love, being grounded in your emotions. It's mainly for love energy, right? Love essence, things of that nature. So I would talk to my rose quartz. I will rub it around in my hand, and I will speak to it. I'm so happy and grateful that this rose quartz brings me comfort in my love life, or brings me, you know, helps me with my self-love, or blah 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 blah. I'm so happy and grateful that, you know, whatever blah 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 blah, whatever you wanted to do, right? You got to activate them things. A lot of people just buy crystals and you just think that they're working. That's not how it works, right? Your energy activates it. So crystals have their own energy, but you got to activate it so that it can mesh with your energy and work for you. Okay? That's just an example. But you need to know all of the properties of your crystals. All right? Let's get a confirmation card for my Pisces. So you guys have Mars energy coming out, talking about sudden conflict and change, okay? I feel like for sure, Pisces, I really want you guys to practice grounding yourself during this Mercury retrograde, because I feel like you're going to have some very, very difficult conversations, and you're going to have to make some difficult decisions when it comes to moving forward, right? This Virgo retrograde and Mercury is really going to push you to get more organized when it comes to specifically your love life. And that doesn't necessarily mean boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Love life is anybody that you love or have a loving relationship with, okay? But I feel like y'all are going to be getting exposed to some truths that maybe you have been ignoring, because y'all know y'all are the signs of illusions. So y'all like to lie to yourselves a lot. Let's talk about it, okay? And in this season, you can't lie to yourself. You just gonna have to take it for what it is. It is what it is. And the sooner that you know, address it for what it is and you accept it for what it is, the sooner you'll start to feel better within yourself. Because these things are pulling on y'all energy and it's lowering your vibration, and this is why you're feeling uneasy and you're feeling weird. And a lot of y'all may even just be irritable right now. Like you don't even know why you irritated. You know, you just irritated with people. You don't really want people to touch you or be around you, or you don't want to answer the phone, you don't want to text, you don't want to talk. Like you're just irritated. Your energy is irritated because a lot of the people or the places or things that you're giving your energy to, it's not for you. So you're not being fulfilled. And because you're not being fulfilled and you're not getting this energy back, it's just depleting you, right? So your natural response is to go into hermit mode, which I think is really good for y'all right now. I think this is the perfect time for y'all to kind of go into hermit mode and just focus on yourself. Period. Be selfish. Focus on yourself. All right? Okay, my Aries. Let's see what's coming in for my Aries for this Mercury retrograde. Let's get a chakra card for my Aries. One card for my Aries. Aries, y'all have got y'all are receiving clarity as well. So Aries, one thing about y'all, money is never the issue. Right? Money is never the issue. Y'all always gonna figure out how to get a coin. Y'all always gonna figure out how to take care of yourself, how to provide for yourself. However, because a lot of y'all are usually so money focused and so foundation focused when it comes to financial stability, the other areas in your life lack. So your family relationships may be piss poor. Your relationships with your kids may not be the best. Your relationship with yourself may not be the best. Your relationship with, you know, your home life may not be the best. Whatever it may be outside of money and finances usually takes a L or takes a back seat, because y'all are usually so focused on making sure that you're financially stable, right? Y'all are workaholics. Y'all always gonna go to the coin. but other areas of your life usually lack, because that's where you put the most attention and energy. Okay, so I feel like this Mercury retrograde in Virgo is going to be helping y'all get some organization with the other areas of y'all life, because it needs you need that, right? You can have all the financial stability you want, but if these other areas in your life are now also balanced, then none of that means anything. Okay, I feel like you guys are going to be really gaining some insight, you know, as to what those other areas are, so that you can do something about it. Like, something needs to be done. You can't keep living your life. Yeah, look at this celestial alignment. Like I said, you can't keep living, you know, with things being unbalanced. Things need to be aligned. They need to be balanced. There needs to be, you need to be giving equal energy to every part of your life, not just finances, not just work life. Okay, every part of your life needs to be equally balanced. You need to be giving enough energy to all areas of your life so that you can have a cohesive experience, so everything can work together. Okay, Aries, I also feel like if you've been thinking about getting some plants, or you know, just finding other ways to ground, whether that's spending time in nature or whatever the case is, I definitely feel like that's going to be good for y'all. So especially wherever you sleep, so like your bedroom, get you a plant in your bedroom. You know, like put you a nice little, you know, in a house plant in your bedroom to help bring a different energy. Okay, also y'all are going to benefit from sunlight, because y'all are fire, and the sun right now is in Leo, which is another fire sign. Getting enough sun is going to help you as well. Okay, I feel like a lot of y'all may be vitamin D deficient, which could be leading to depression, or anxiety, or, you know, feeling out of place. I'm also hearing imposter syndrome. Okay, where you feeling like you're just not yourself. A lot of y'all need some vitamin D. Okay, get in that sun. 8 minutes of direct sunlight will recalibrate your nervous system. Okay, this is when we get into metaphysics. All right, if you spend 8 consecutive minutes in direct sunlight, meaning the sun is directly on you, you will recalibrate your whole nervous system, which I feel like y'all need. Okay, y'all nerves could be a little shot right now. Y'all could be moving anxiously. Okay, or in a state of worry. You may have multiple people coming to you in your life that, you know, are telling you that they don't feel like you love them or care about them or something like that. It may be a disconnect in the way that people receive love from you. Okay, you may have people coming to you like, you know, I don't feel like you really love me like you used to. I don't really feel like you don't talk to me like you used to talk to me, or you don't treat me like you used to treat me, or something like that, right? People may be coming to you kind of telling you their grievances, right? And it may be a lot of pressure, and it may be making you guys really anxious or nervous about being by yourself, or not having love, or whatever the case is, something like that. Okay, so Spirit is giving y'all some confirmation. Saturday could be significant. The color dark blue could be significant. The number 7 could be significant. So you could be seeing 77 or 777, or 711 is also what I'm hearing. And birds. Okay, birds could also be significant for you. All right. Confirmation. Period. Okay. Taurus. Let's get some messages for my Taurus for Mercury retrograde. All right, let's get a chakra card for my Taurus for Mercury retrograde. Taurus, you guys have visualization, okay? Taurus, I feel like you guys have gotten to this place where maybe you have experienced it. You have experienced some losses lately, And this has put you in a space where it has been hard for you to see the beauty in things. It's been hard for you to believe in the impossible, right? And Taurus, you guys are usually very optimistic, especially when it comes to love and relationships. But I feel like you guys have not really been in that energy of optimism lately. I feel like, you know, certain things may have been happening in your space where you just don't feel as optimistic as you used to. I feel like a lot of it is because you have been approaching new situations in an old way. So the ways that you're used to doing things, you're still trying to do it that same way. And Spirit is like, babe, this is a new environment. That's not going to work. Right? And it's like you're trying to find this new recipe of how to make things work for you. I feel like this Virgo, this Mercury retrograde in Virgo is going to be helping you guys get a new way or a new idea or a new method to your madness, if that makes sense. Like your approach for things may change as you move along through this Mercury retrograde, Taurus. Okay? I also feel like it's going to be very important for you guys to really tap into visualization, specifically because Neptune is retrograde in Pisces. Pisces is the sign of the dream realm, of the spiritual realm, of visualizing the things that you want and being able to believe in the impossible and to see yourself in those future places. I feel like if you really tap into visualizing what you want, it's going to work better for you. Like, can you see yourself being in the place that you want to be in the future? Right? So let's say, for example, your goal is to start this business. Can you see yourself doing whatever that business is? If the business is for you to, this is just an example. If the business is for you to do hair, can you see yourself behind a client doing hair? Like, can you close your eyes and see yourself doing it, right? If your goal is to race cars, like, can you visually see yourself behind a steering wheel racing other cars? Like, if you can't put yourself there visually, it's going to be very hard for you to actually get there physically, right? Our mentality creates our reality. So whatever we see up here eventually becomes what we experience outside of us. Okay, so I feel like the more that y'all tap in, specifically because of Pisces being retrograde in Neptune, I feel like that's going to help y'all the most beyond anything. And being able to visualize is really, really going to help you, you know, really narrow things down. Okay, you guys have Mask coming out as your Divine Feminine card. I feel like y'all have been really, really, like my mama say, faking the funk, trying to convince people that you're not in the space that you're in, or trying to make it seem like you're not really going through it. Okay? And Spirit is saying you don't have to put up no facade. You know, you don't have to put up no mask. You don't have to, you know, be the hardest person in the room. You don't have to be in this energy. Because I feel like because y'all are not where y'all want to be, or because things are not moving the way that you're used to them moving, you're kind of trying to pretend like everything is good, even though you actually feel like things may be falling apart. And that's not really helping you. Okay? I feel like a lot of y'all are masking how you truly feel. You're masking where you really are mentally. And until you live in your truth and you accept it for what it is, you're always going to kind of be in this space of disconnect. Like, you're always going to kind of be unsatisfied and, you know, in a lower vibration. Okay? So it's like, live in your truth, Taurus. Everybody is struggling. Everybody is going through. Everybody is, you know, facing their own demons. Everybody is being redirected and being guided towards new energy. Like, it's happening. This is all happening for everybody. It's not just a you thing. And I feel like a lot of my Taurus have been feeling like they are the only ones going through it, and because of that they want to pretend like they're not going through nothing so that they can quote unquote fit in with everybody else, or so that people are not looking at them and being like, damn, what's wrong with you, or you know, look at what she's going through. Like y'all are thinking more so about how people are looking at you versus just living in your truth and accepting what it is, you know, that you're going through as what it is. It is what it is. Shit. You might be going through something financially, and the next person may be going through something emotionally, and the next person may be going through something physically. Like, everybody is going through something, right? So there's no need for you to mask it or to act like, you know, oh, everything is good. Like, no, don't do that, because people could be trying to offer you assistance, or spirit may be sending you somebody to try to help you, and because you're not being organic and being truthful about it, you're missing your opportunities to receive what you need. Okay? You can't be like, hey, spirit, I need help. I don't know what's going on in my life. I need, you know, insight, blah, 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 blah. And then when spirit sends it to you, you're like, oh, no, girl, I'm fine. Everything is great. Like, oh, everything is just amazing. Like, no, it's not. Okay? No, it's not. All right? I feel like this specifically for a lot of y'all is going on with your love life. I feel like a lot of y'all are struggling in y'all relationships, Taurus, and you're masking it. You're trying to act like everything is good, and it's not. You're really hurt. You're really defeated. You're really emotional, right? And right now, the moon is in Cancer, so everybody's emotions are kind of all over the place right now. It just is what it is, okay? But I feel like y'all relationships, when it comes to your love life, and when I say love life, it doesn't just mean boyfriend, girlfriend. It means anybody that you love. So it can be, you know, your mama and your relationship with your mom, your relationship with your dad, your relationship with your kids, your relationship with your best friends, or whoever is in your space that you love and care about. I feel like these relationships are being highlighted right now. And there's certain struggles or certain things that are being brought to the surface in regards to these areas, and you need to be real about it so that you can receive the insight or the help that you need. Okay, some of y'all are afraid to ask for help because you don't want to feel like, I'm hearing feel like a victim, or even just bring the attention to yourself. Like, you don't want to bring the attention to yourself. You don't want people to look at you as weak, is what I'm hearing specifically. Okay, some of y'all feelings is hurt, some of y'all hearts are broken, and you're not being real about it. Okay. Confirmation card for you all is the Chariot. Okay. I feel like y'all are another group of people that need to kind of slow down. Y'all are moving too fast. And because you're moving so fast, it's like you're just moving to the next thing, into the next thing, into the next thing, into the next thing. And you're masking the problems and the issues that you're actually experiencing. And you're just trying to move through them. Like, you're just like, oh, I know I feel however I feel. I know I'm experiencing whatever I'm experiencing. But if I just keep moving, if I just keep, you know, doing what I'm doing, then maybe it'll go away. It's not going to go away like that. It's not just going to disappear because you want to ignore it or you want to act like it's not happening. Like, no. You're still going to be dealing with the same shit. Okay? Address it for what it is. Okay? Alright, Geminis. Let's get a chakra card for my Geminis for Mercury Retrograde. Let's see. Ooh, that came out fast. Oh, these are two. Let's get one. Ooh, I love this for us. Geminis, we have personal power. Personal power, okay? I feel like this Virgo, because Virgo is another mercurial sign, so Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, and because Mercury is going retrograde in Virgo, I feel like Geminis, you guys are going to be tapping into powers that you didn't even know that you had, okay? And using these powers to get you out of whatever rut you've been experiencing. So if you have been down in energy, if you have been dealing with low vibrations, if you have been dealing with negativity, if you've been in your head a lot, you know, whatever has been going on for my Geminis, I feel like this is going to kind of be teaching you, you know, or showing you who you really are and how powerful you actually are. And tapping into this power, tapping into this energy is going to help you get yourself out of this space that you've been in. Okay, I feel like you've been in this energy for a little while. Whatever little rut you've been in, whatever negativity you've been dealing with, or I'm even hearing just conflict of the mind, like just battling yourself mentally, right? Battling your mind, you know, going back and forth, right? I feel like the more you tap into your personal power, the more you understand that you have control of your mind. Your mind does not have control over you. The better you're going to feel and the more progress you're going to be able to make. And you're going to find yourself getting out of the energy that you've been in. Okay? Depression, anxiety, worrying, overthinking, those type of things. Panic, anxiousness, being doubtful, okay? Questioning yourself, your predicament, questioning your own essence, you know what I'm saying? Comparing yourself to other people, places, and things, or comparing your life to other people, things of that nature, right? I feel like a lot of you, the more that you focus in and you realize that you possess the power that you need to get yourself out of this, things are going to flow better for you, okay? Let's get a Divine Feminine card for my Geminis. Yeah, look at this. Living out loud. Living out loud. Living in your truth. Being who you are. Okay? I feel like Geminis, a lot of y'all have been hiding your personal power. Like not really showing up as powerful as you can. Right? And I feel like a lot of it is because you don't want to be judged. You know, you don't want people to look at you and be like, oh, they think they all that. They think they know everything. They think they blah, 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 blah. I feel like y'all have allowed a lot of people's negativity to plague your mental. And you've been kind of battling, you know, mentally between what other people have said about you and how they've made you feel versus who you know yourself to be. Okay, it's like, yeah, these people may think that I'm this, and that, but I know who I am. And I know that I'm actually this. And I know that I have these powers. And I know I have these abilities. And I'm just going to be unapologetic in that. You know, the difference between Virgo and Gemini, even though they're both ruled by Mercury, Virgo is way more unapologetic in being who they are. You know what I'm saying? They don't really give a fuck about people's opinions. Gemini sometimes can down themselves or shrink themselves so that other people can feel comfortable in their space. Even though they may just be the shit. It's like, if you the shit, you the shit. You know what I'm saying? If you got it going on, you got it going on. It is what it is. Virgos are more comfortable doing that to a certain extent rather than Geminis. Geminis will kind of, because they're way more social and they're around a lot more people, they take in a lot more opinions, and those opinions can start to plague their mind and make them, you know, not show up in their fullness. Okay? So I feel like Virgo being, you know, Mercury being retrograding in Virgo, I feel like it's going to give you that boost to just be who you are and be unapologetic. If people think that you're being cocky, then let them think that you're being cocky. If people think that you're doing too much, then let them think that you're doing too much. Oh, fucking will. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. As long as you know that you are being genuine and you are being unapologetic, then it is what it is. Live out loud. Be who you are. Right? Because there's way more people who benefit from you living in your truth than there are people who benefit from you shrinking yourself down. When you shrink yourself down, nobody benefits from it. But when you live in your truth and you just be organic to who you are, there's a lot more people that you inspire. There's a lot more people that can benefit from your energy. Okay? Let's get a confirmation card for my Geminis. My gems. Again, if you came in late, I will be posting this video to my YouTube later on tonight. So So definitely make sure you go subscribe to PocaSPEAKS on YouTube so that you can watch it from the beginning. Okay? Gemini, your confirmation is 222. All right? So you can definitely be saying 222. But this is talking about bringing harmony and balance into your space. The more that you live in your true Geminis, the more balance you're going to feel, the more harmonious your life will be. Okay? Also, make sure you're paying attention to your dreams, because Spirit is definitely sending you a lot of messages and signs or reminders or confirmation in your dream state. Excuse me. Okay? All right, last but not least, my Cancers. After I do Cancers, and I'm going to do a general for everybody. So make sure you stick around for that. Cancers. Let's get a chakra card for y'all. Ooh, good. I got through all 12 of those signs real quick. That's what I'm talking about. I did not want to be doing that forever. Okay. Cancers. What is Cancer's energy for this Mercury retrograde? I got 2 cards coming out. Cancers, I feel like y'all are going to have to make some decisions as well during this Mercury retrograde in regards to relationships in your life. Yeah. You got inner child coming out. Cancers, the more that you guys do your shadow work and the more that you heal your inner child, the more that you're going to protect yourself when it comes to relationships, when it comes to love. Okay? I feel like due to your childhood, it has caused you to be in situations and predicaments that are not for you, that lower your vibration, or that put you in a negative space mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Okay? I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be definitely facing abandonment. I feel like it's one of the main ones. Abandonment or lack of emotion when it comes to your childhood. I feel like, you know, maybe people were not emotionally available to you during your childhood, and it caused you to be way too emotionally available to other people now. Like, y'all are giving way too much. I feel like all my water signs have kind of gotten the same message a little bit. But y'all have been giving way too much. And a lot of it is because of your experiences in your childhood. Like, y'all want to love people so that you can get love. Y'all want to be there for people so that people can be there for you. It's like the things that you do for others, you're waiting for them to do it for you in return. But a lot of these people can't give you what you give them. Right? And for real, a lot of y'all don't even have it within you to really be giving all of this out. Like, you need a lot of this shit. Thank you for the gift, babe. You need a lot of this shit stored up for yourself. Cancers. Most of this you need to keep for you. This is not a time to be dishing out love and giving everybody attention and showing up for everybody. And also, I feel like a lot of you guys are using materials, so money, gifts, things of that nature, to like win people over or to keep people around. And that's just not the energy. Okay? I feel like, you know, Virgos, one thing about Virgos, they are real, they could be real selfish. Not necessarily selfish, but they hold on to the shit that they got. Okay? They are very, you know, they hold on and reserve shit for themselves before. They don't just easily give shit out. So because Mercury is retrograding in Virgo, I feel like for my Cancers, you guys are going to keep things to yourself a lot more. Like, Spirit is going to be showing you reasons of why you need to be keeping certain things for yourself. Like, you don't have enough love to give everybody else. A lot of that you need to keep for yourself. You don't have enough money to take care of everybody. A lot of that you need to keep for yourself. You don't have enough energy to just be given to everybody right now. Like, a lot of that you need to keep for yourself, okay? I'm even hearing with the ideas. Like, a lot of y'all may have a lot of ideas, because creativity came out as y'all Divine Feminine card. A lot of y'all have a lot of ideas in regards to just different things. Like, Cancers, Geminis, Virgos, Libras, Aquarius, are really, really good with giving advice and giving people ideas and feeding people new things and stuff like that. But this is the time to keep a lot of that shit to yourself. Okay, some of these ideas that you want to give to other people are actually for you to do for yourself. So if you woke up today and you like, my intuition is telling me to start posting content, that don't mean you need to text all of your friends, hey, I'm about to start posting content, so y'all should do the same thing too. No. That's your message. That's for you. Okay? Or, you know, Cancer, you may have an opportunity that comes to you. Somebody may come in and be like, hey, I would love for you to do this. I would love for you to help me with this. Or I would love for you to, you know, have this job or do this thing. And y'all be like, oh, I gotta, do you got space for one more? Because I got a friend who want to do this too. Or I got a friend who would love to, like, no. Stop inviting everybody into what you're doing. A lot of this shit is for you and you only. And y'all be fucking up y'all abundance because you want to share everything with everybody. Cancers are very family oriented, right? Cancers are, you know, all about community and family and loved ones. So they want to share everything with every fucking body. No. It's nothing wrong with you keeping some shit for yourself. It does not make you a selfish person. It doesn't make you self-absorbed. It doesn't make you petty. It doesn't make you none of that. It means that you are doing what is for you. Everything that's for you is not for every fucking body else. It's just not. Okay? Let's get a confirmation card for my Cancers. And then we're going to get some general messages for everybody. Ooh, these cards is flying. Okay. It's not everybody else. It's you. You are the problem. You are the reason why things are going the way they're going. Because you want to invite everybody to fuck in. Hey guys, I just got a check. A random check in the mail. Let's all go out to eat. No. I just got some extra coins. I'm about to pay for everybody to go on a vacation together. No. Spirit is sending you things for you right now. Not for you to share with everybody. Not for you to make it a gang event. Keep the shit for yourself. And if you realize, every time you share what is for you with everybody else, that thing that was for you starts to go wrong. Because you've invited way too many energies into something that was only supposed to be about you. That's why things be going wrong. You done invited everybody into it. Now the energy is thrown off. Now it's too many, Indians or chiefs and no Indians. Alright, keep some shit for yourself. Period. Alright, let's get into this general. I went through all of the signs, so if you missed it, again, I'm going to be posting this later on to YouTube so you can watch it from there. But we about to do some general messages for the collective regarding this Mercury retrograde in Virgo. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, all of the signs that I did, that applies to wherever those signs show up in your chart. So if you got Gemini in your 5th house, then that will apply to your 5th house. If you got Virgo in your 7th house, then that would apply to your 7th house. If you are a Scorpio moon, then that would apply to your Scorpio moon as well. Okay? So take it for wherever it is in your birth chart. If you do not have your birth chart and you want me to pull it and give you an explanation of your big 3, you can book that service on my website. I also have now introduced personalized horoscopes. So now I will pull your birth chart and compare it to the next week, the next 2 weeks, or the next month, and literally give you a map of all of the energies that you will possibly experience based on your birth chart, so that you can start navigating your days and your weeks and your months based on your natal chart or your birth chart. Same thing. Okay? All All right, let's get some general energy for this Mercury retrograde for the collective. Again, this particular part may not resonate for everybody. This is the general portion. So take what resonates and leave the rest. If you want to book a personal reading for Mercury retrograde, feel free to do that on my website. Okay? All right. Let's do this here. Let's see. All right, chakra energy for the collective for Mercury retrograde in Virgo. Now, because it's going to be retrograding, let's see what percentage it will be, what degree it will be, rather. It will be retrograding at 4 degrees, which means yeah, this is going to be all about organization and attention to detail. Okay, so like I told y'all before, when I did the breakdown of the astrology for the week, you can find that on YouTube as well. I posted that there. Virgo being retrograde, Mercury being retrograde in Virgo is going to be all about attention to detail, organization, and service. So whether that means that you are going to be participating in acts of service, doing for others, or whether people will be participating in acts of service and doing for you. Okay? Now, because Mercury rules communication, it's going to be very important that you guys pay attention to your intuition when it comes to the way that you communicate and being more intuitively guided in your communication. So organizing your thoughts, right? A lot of times when we go into having conversation with people, we just jump right on into it, right? And because we jump right on into it, we're speaking out of emotion, and the message could be thrown all over the place, right? People may not receive it in the way that we intended for it to be received because the energy is just all over the place, right? So this is a beautiful time. If there are conversations that you need to have that may be difficult, if there are, things that you need to say and you want to make sure they come out the right way, make sure that you're tapping in, taking a couple breaths, taking a moment to meditate before you have those conversations, communicating with your spirit team and telling them to kind of guide you through the conversation, or even writing down notes, right? Like literally, like let's say, for example, I need to have a conversation with my man about what I've been going through or how I've been feeling lately in regards to our relationship. Instead of just jumping in and be like, hey, I need to talk to you, and then just blurting out a whole bunch of emotions and it possibly being taken the wrong way, before I have the conversation, I'm going to sit down and write out all of the grievances that I have, okay? Number one is, maybe I feel like you don't pay attention to me. Number two is blah, 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 blah. Number three is blah, 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 right? You write all of that down so that when you come to that person, you can speak from a place of, number one, understanding within yourself, and you can speak from a place of balance, right? You can speak more effectively. It won't just be rah, 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 rah. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna be like, what the fuck? And then it's not being received right, and then y'all arguing, and then it's just no point in nothing. You back to square one. You understand? Or let's say you need to have a conversation with your boss, because this is the energy, right? Virgos are very, very work ethic oriented. Like, y'all are hard workers, right? So let's say you need to have a conversation with your boss because they've been cutting your hours or whatever. Write that shit down. Write it out first so that you can gain clarity and you can say it properly, right? And then you go and have that conversation. Hey, X, Y, and Z. I feel like, this is blah, 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 whatever, so that it can be received properly. Okay? Now, this is also a great time to get structure with your children. So if your home is not structured and you don't have no type of routine for your home, this is a perfect time to start writing out the things that you want to see in your home. So let's say you like, okay, I want my kids to be on a routine. I want them to go to bed at a certain time or be in bed at a certain time. I want them to, you know, have a certain diet or whatever. Write all of that shit out so that you can be clear, right? Or, you know, whatever it may be. If you need a routine for yourself, I want to wake up at a certain time and I want to get this done at a certain time, and then by this time, you know, I'll leave that open for me to just freestyle, and then I want to be in the bed by this certain time, and blah 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 blah. You're going to have the clarity to sit there and really get organized. This energy is really going to help you figure all of that out, okay? This part is general, babe, so this, everything I'm about to say until the end of this video, is for everybody. Okay, but yeah, you're gonna have the ability to really get clear in the way that you want to move forward, especially when it comes to organization and when it comes to routines and things of that nature. Okay, now during Mercury retrograde, make sure that you're paying attention to detail of everything, every detail. You understand? Every detail. So if you walk into a room and you peep somebody look at you crazy, pay attention to detail. If you got to sign a contract or you got to fill out some paperwork, pay attention to detail. Read the small print. Because this is, Mercury retrograde is the time that people will try to get over on you, or things can slip through the cracks. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to all the details. Okay, hey, y'all just tuning in. All right, if you are catching a flight, make sure you're paying attention to the times. Make sure you go to the right airport. Make sure that you know, are waking up on time. Make sure that, you know, everything is going well and they didn't change something. Or make sure that you're checking your emails, okay? This is a great time to also make sure you're checking like your junk mail, because certain things may be sent to your junk mail. All right, things could be a little misconstrued. Also, this is a better time to communicate word of mouth rather than through text, because things could be taken in a different way. So you can send somebody a text and you can mean it one way, but they take it a whole nother way, because communication right now is a little wonky. So double check your text messages. If you need to send a voice memo just in case, so things could be clear, okay? Make sure that you double checking times for whatever you need to do. Make sure you double checking addresses, because you might put in the wrong address. One number may be different, or instead of northeast, you might put northwest by accident, or, you know, things of that nature. You may misspell certain things. Just make sure that you're paying attention to details, okay? Don't just be moving and going and not paying attention. Okay, let's get a chakra energy for the collective for Mercury retrograde and Virgo. Inner child. Okay, now when it comes to your inner child healing, or when it comes to your shadow work, again, pay attention to detail, right? So a lot of what y'all may be feeling is stemming from childhood. A lot of what you may be experiencing may be because of traumas, okay? So the way that you talk to people, just be mindful, okay? The way that you express yourself, just be mindful, because you may be a little sensitive right now, all right? Especially, you know, on the 5th. On the 5th is when we officially go into retrograde, right? But also, the moon will be in Leo. The sun will be in Leo. Okay? So, this is really going to be a spicy time. Especially when it comes to communicating your emotions. You might feel a little extra spicy. So, just make sure that you're navigating conversations, you know, with wisdom. Don't just be saying shit, jumping out there, talking to people crazy. Take your time, You know what I'm saying? Like I said, write it out before you have these conversations if you need to, or talk it through with yourself. Y'all know how you, after an argument, usually is when we talk it through and like, damn, I should have said this, I should have said that, right? Because you just jumped into it. Don't let that happen. Before you go into having conversations with people, before you address people, because you're going to have the confidence. With the moon being a Leo, you're going to have the confidence to say the shit that you probably usually wouldn't say. Or to speak things that, you know, maybe have been in your subconscious energy. Right? You're going to be a lot more confident when it comes to talking your shit. So make sure before you say what you got to say, you're thinking things through. Take a little time just to think about it, you know what I'm saying, and analyze it properly before you jump in full throttle. Because, you know, energies may be a little high. Also, because the moon is going to be in Leo on that day, don't end up in a situation that is not for you. So if Spirit has already showed you that somebody is not for you or something is not for you, don't let that person or that relationship come back and convince you to move backwards. Okay? Specifically when it comes to sex. Yeah, know I gotta be real with y'all. Because Leo energy makes everybody feel a little extra spicy. Okay? You might be feeling a little extra sexy, extra cute, and you want to call your old nigga and just flex on him a little bit. Don't do that shit. Don't do it. Because when we get out of Mercury retrograde, you're going to regret it. Don't do it. You might regret it while we still in Mercury retrograde. Don't do it. Okay? A lot of y'all may want to show off or flex on your haters. This is not the time to flex on nobody. Don't be trying to flex. Don't be trying to throw nothing in nobody's face. Don't be trying to, you know, I told you so. Just let people have it. Let them have it. Let them stay where they at. Amen? Okay? I feel like a lot of you are also going to have the confidence to reach out to people that done you wrong in your family dynamic. Again, make sure that you are thinking before you speak. Make sure that you are taking time to get clear on what you want to say before you speak. Because a lot of, you know, people may have done you wrong and done things to you. A lot of you guys may be revealing secrets about what happened to you in your childhood to certain people. Or finally having the courage to let people know that, you know, you don't appreciate how they treated you or whatever the case is. And I just want to make sure that the message is being received or given in the right way. Okay? Because anger, attitude, spiciness, all of those type of energies are going to be very, very high. So if you are like, okay, you know, I want to let this person know what they did to me, but your energy is way too much, maybe you don't need to say it that day. Maybe you need to wait for a day where you kind of more calm or something. Okay? Don't just jump in and do shit. Kind of think about it first. Think it through. Like right now, I got a little attitude. Right now, I'm a little irritated. So if I go and have a conversation with this person, they're going to pick up on my attitude and they're probably going to have one too. So maybe this is not the day. Or maybe I need to wait until I calm down. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. All right? We have I am presence coming out as well. So I feel like, again, confidence is going to be very, very high because we are in Leo season, right? So you're going to be very, very confident. Okay? You're going to be very confident in the way that you feel. You're going to be very confident within yourself. Okay? You're going to be very confident in your actions and the things that you go for and speaking up and, you know, even, you know, just being an individual. Like you're going to be more confident in just being yourself, which is a beautiful thing. But make sure that your confidence is not spilling over into ego. So it's figuring out that perfect balance. You know what I'm saying? If your confidence spills too much over into ego, then it's not necessarily confidence no more. Now you're being cocky. Now you throwing shit in people's face. Now it's coming off like nasty energy rather than you just being secure in yourself. There's a difference. right? You can be the shit and know that you the shit without throwing it in people's faces. You know what I'm saying? Or you can be the center of attention, you know what I'm saying, and just be that girl or be that boy or that nigga, however you want to phrase it, right? Without doing too much and coming off nasty. Okay? So it's all about finding these fucking gnats is irritating me. It's all about finding that perfect balance between knowing who you are, being yourself unapologetically, but not throwing it in people's faces, not being egotistical, not being, you know, my way or the highway, I'm right, you're wrong, I'm big, you're small, you know, Matilda energy. It's a difference, okay? And a lot of y'all are going to be learning how to balance that out. Now, this is the thing. You may have a slip up, right? You may do things and not notice that you're doing it until later on. That's okay. But once you know better, you need to do better. Once you realize that that's what you're doing, once you realize that you've slipped up, once you realize that you did something or you made somebody feel some type of way, also use that same confidence to apologize. Use that same confidence to right your wrongs, okay? So it's not just about what people do to you. It's also what you could do to people. So use that confidence to also go and tell that person that you owe an apology. Go give them that apology. This is the perfect time to do so because you're going to be in an energy where you don't feel like it makes you weak. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see it from a different perspective. You're going to see it from a higher perspective. So you're going to understand like, no, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. I didn't mean to make you feel that way, or I didn't mean for you to take it that way. Whatever it may be, right? You're going to have the confidence and the insight and the clarity, right, to go to that person and right your wrongs. This is a beautiful time to right your wrongs because you will be rewarded for it. The sun is in Leo. That means it's at home, okay? Because the sun rules Leo. So it's nestled up in the sun, feeling real good. So you're going to have the confidence to not only do what you need to do, but also receive the benefits from doing the right thing. Okay, we're in the 8th month. 8 is all about abundance. When we did Leo's reading just now, the first card that came out was abundance. So we're in a very abundant energy right now. It's all in how you use it. And the more that you show up being, you know, unapologetic, being free, being understanding, being compassionate, being original, being unique, the more you're going to benefit. Okay? Let's get one more. This said too. The more you're going to benefit. Okay? Let's get one more of these. Ooh, Spirit said 2 more. Okay. We got rebirth and psychic development coming out. Okay? I definitely feel like a lot of you guys are going to be realizing your gifts during this time as well. And being more confident. Either realizing what your gifts are or being more confident in operating in your gift. So a lot of y'all have been a little scary. Like, you know what your gifts are, or maybe you're on a path right now of figuring out what your gifts are, but you just have not been confident in showing the world or letting people see that you're gifted. Like, you don't have to hide that you gifted. You don't gotta hide that you know something about something. If you know, you know. If you gifted, you gifted. The only people that's gonna be mad is haters. Everybody else is going to take it for what it is and use it to better themselves, or, you know, be helped by it, or whatever the case is. Okay, so don't be afraid to, like I said, tap into your intuition. Don't be afraid to follow your gut and go with the flow, because you're going to be very, very accurate during this time, specifically because Neptune is retrograding in Pisces. Okay, and Pisces is right at home in Neptune. So intuition gonna be on 1,000, 100 million. You understand? Your intuition say, hey girl, you know, you don't have to worry about this because it's gonna work itself out. And then it works itself out. Yeah, because your intuition, your higher self knows exactly what's going on, and is able to communicate with you and get through all of, usually your intuition has to fight to get through all the bullshit, right? But because the energy is so conducive right now and so high, your intuition don't have to fight. You are more open and more receptive right now, and your intuition is a lot more strong. So everything is going to be 100% accurate. First of all, our intuition is always 100% accurate, but the problem is we usually don't hear it because we're usually all over the place, or we have a lot of blockages. But because of this Mercury retrograde in Virgo, a lot of those blockages are going to be moved out the way, because you're going to start getting more organized. You're paying more attention to detail. So your intuition don't have to fight the way that it usually does. So this is a perfect time to get insight on whatever you need. So if you've been questioning that relationship, tell your spirit team, hey spirit, you know, I'm questioning this relationship. I don't know if this person is for me. Can you please reveal to me if they are for me or not? And reveal it to me in a way that I understand and cannot negate. I can't ignore it. Show it to me in a way that I can't ignore it. And then just sit back and watch. Sit back and be amazed. Sometimes it won't even take 24 hours for spirit to show you some shit. I remember one situationship that I was in, and I was like, spirit, you know, let me know if this person is for me or not. Baby, when I say an hour later, we got into a big ass argument. Hello. When it's time for you to know, it's time for you to know. And nothing or no one or no energy can stop you from seeing what you need to see. Okay? And this is a perfect time for you to see whatever you need to see and move accordingly. Period. Because everything is going to be accurate. And remember, your intuition, your higher self, is always the first voice. Not the second, not the third, the fourth, the fifth, sixth. No. Everything after that is you being on some bullshit. Your intuition is the first voice that speaks to you. It's that gut feeling. It's that inner knowing. I'll give y'all an example. Just last night, or rather, it was really just rising. I do horoscopes every day, Monday through Friday, right? I post horoscopes on Facebook and on Twitter. Feel free to follow me on both. And I was trying to figure out what cards I wanted to use, and Spirit told me to use my affirmation deck. My intuition immediately was like, get your affirmation deck, right? So when I was going to find it, because it was like buried under some of my other cards, I seen another deck of cards. And I was like, I haven't used this deck in a minute. Maybe I should use this one. And my intuition said, affirmation deck. Just like that. Simple. So even though I saw them new cards that they're not really new, but even though I saw the cards that I haven't used in a long time, I still had to go and pull what I needed to pull from the deck I needed to pull it from. And I went ahead and took the deck. I listened to my intuition, took the deck, did the reading. Now, my mind was like, they might not receive this message, or what if, this doesn't resonate with them, or what if, they don't understand it, or all the questions, all the ways that we question ourselves start going through my head. But I'm like, you know what, my intuition said use this deck, so I'm just going to use it. I posted the horoscopes, and I went back to sleep. When I woke up, there was people in the comments like, oh my God, I needed this. Oh my God, this is so deep. Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. This is right on time. So imagine I listened to myself and ignored my intuition. The people who benefited or needed to benefit from those messages, they wouldn't have got what they needed. Because I would have been out of alignment, which means that they wouldn't have received what they needed for this day. So it can be things simple as that. Our intuition tell us one thing, and then we see something else, and we're like, oh, maybe that's a better idea. And we'll go with that, and then it don't work out, or it doesn't go the way that it was supposed to go because you didn't listen. And that shit can happen so fast, right? So make sure that you're just trust your intuition. Regardless of how it feels, regardless of what it seemed like, regardless of, what you think may be a better idea or whatever. Just go with what your intuition said. Okay? Everything else later on. Look at this. Brazen and intuition. Come on now. Being brave, being courageous, just going for it, believing in your intuition. You can't make this shit up. Come on. Come on now. I love it. Okay. We also have grief. So I feel like a lot of you guys are also, you know, because Spirit is going to be showing you some things and giving you clarity, and because your intuition will be speaking to you and giving you some clarity on certain things, there are going to be certain people, places, things, relationships that you have to grieve, right? It's nothing wrong with grieving. What do I mean by grieving? When we have to let go of things that have been a part of our life for however long, whether it was a couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months, a couple years, whatever, there is a level of grief that we have, right? There's a level of emotion that we have because we have to walk away from it. And sometimes we don't allow ourselves to feel that pain. So allow yourself to sit in it. If you need to cry, cry. Just because you got to walk away from people that's not good for you, it doesn't mean that you can't feel no type of way about it. It don't mean that you got to walk away with a smile on your face. Like, no, it hurts. It sucks sometimes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people we've gotten used to. A lot of these people we have been in relationship with. A lot of these people we have deep connections with or had a deep connection with. A lot of these people have, you know, just been around us for a long time. Whatever the case may be, there is something that, you know, may hurt when it comes to letting these people, places, or things go. Even if it means that you have to move to another city or state, you may have to grieve the fact that you are leaving stuff behind, or you're leaving people behind, or, you know, grieve the fact that you won't be around your family and friends no more. Whatever it may be, whether it's a job or career, you may have to grieve the fact that, you know, you're leaving a career that has paid your bills and taken care of you for so long. Or you're grieving the fact that, you know, you're walking away from a job that you thought was for you, but now it's not for you, or you're realizing it was never for you. Whatever it is, give yourself the space to grieve. It's okay to say, this shit hurts, this shit sucks, I hate this. It's okay. Spirit never said that you had to like it. You just got to do it. You don't have to like it. Okay? You just need to do it so that you can put yourself in a better predicament, to put yourself in a better space. But you can still be hurt behind it. You can still cry about it, scream, be upset, be angry. When we don't allow ourselves to feel what we feel, that's when we get to a place where, you know, it starts to drain our energy and we start to act out in other ways. Now we giving people unnecessary attitudes, or now we are, you know, overcompensating, or now we are overly emotional, or now we're depressed, or we're anxious because you're not living in your truth. Your truth is, I'm hurt. The truth is, this shit sucks. The truth is, maybe I don't want to walk away even though I know I need to. The truth is, I haven't even thought about what life would be without this person, and now I'm forced to. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your truth is, sit in it. Accept it for what it is. Okay? Feel how you feel. Acknowledge your feelings. It's okay, right? As long as you're still doing what you're supposed to do, you can cry the whole time. You can be mad the whole time. You can be afraid the whole time. As long as you're moving forward. As long as your feet keep moving and you keep taking steps in the right direction, you can feel however you need to feel, because that's what's real for you. Again, being unapologetic in the way that you feel, being unapologetic in your energy. If what's real for me is that I got a fucking attitude right now, then that's real for me. I'm just going to stay to myself for a little bit until I feel better. If what's real for me is I want to scream and cry, then that's what's real for me. Let me scream and cry. It is what it is, okay? Allow yourself to, you know, be real and be open and be organic in however you feel. And deal with the rest of the shit later. You'll feel happy about it later. But for right now, if I'm mad, I'm mad. Okay? I always say, you know, I'm going to give myself at least, depending on what it is, I give myself at least 24 to 48 hours to be a victim. Yep. A lot of people say, oh, don't, you're not the victim. You're not the victim. For 24 to 48 hours, yes, the fuck I am. Yep. I'm the victim. You hurt my feelings. Wham, wham, wham. Then, boo, boo. Whatever fuck I gotta feel for that amount of time, I'm the victim. And then after that, I'm focusing on healing. I'm focusing on rebuilding myself. I'm focusing on getting myself out of that energy. But you gotta give yourself time to just be. If I just need to sit in my depression a little bit and just be the victim.